This is Fox 5 News Morning.
Last hour, we gave you a sneak peek at this year's Washington wedding experience, showcasing some of this year's wedding trends. Well, next, we're going to take a closer look at those trends, focusing on the drinks and desserts. Oh, boy, the yummy details. You do not want to miss this. This coming up next. Stir it up, yeah. So how much would you spend for a cupcake? How about $750? Yeah, a Vegas pastry chef has created the Decadence Dior cupcake. It's made with red velvet cake and filled with handmade vanilla bean caviar, Louis XIII cognac, and 14-karat gold. And then it's topped with gold flakes and gold caviar. The cupcake is currently only made to order and hand delivered to guest rooms. Guests who I assume have been drinking and have excess cash to spend. But I digress. Okay, so speaking of sweet treats, desserts is just one of the highlights of weddings. So what are these year's trends when it comes to desserts and drinks? So joining us now, Jim and Melissa Benson with 11 Courses Catering. And I feel like we've got 11 courses on this amazing table. Right. Thank you guys so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so weddings, let's face it, you're there for the food. Okay, the bride and groom too, but the food is a high point. Desserts, even higher.
Exactly.
These are some new trends, or just are these things we've seen in the past, only maybe recreated?
Yeah, I think it's bringing a little bit of the old and introducing the new, and so there's a lot of fun interactive stations and passing ideas that really heighten the experience for your family and friends and guests alike. So,
where do we start? Where do we start on this smorgasbord of goodness?
Let's start from our youth with some milk and cookies. So, we have different sort of cookies with introducing fun flavors, maybe a little curry with your dark chocolate.
Wait, curry on chocolate? Yeah. I would have never thought of that.
Oh, it's magical.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's a must try a little later.
Yeah, it really makes it a little bit exciting. And then we have the milk, and so you can do assorted milks for your guests. And
how cute
chocolate
is
milk,
that?
Strawberry infused milk, maybe a pomegranate infused milk. And it really makes for a talking piece amongst, everything happening on that big day.
Very cool, okay.
We usually do a pretty grand display. I have 10 or 11 different types of cookies, so from your classic stuff to more modern, so.
Okay, and?
Oh, and then going on, you can introduce something like some sweet and salty snacks, like a popcorn bar. So where you can introduce fun flavors like flaked coconut or toasted nuts, candied nuts, maybe even some M&M's.
Yeah.
And we see that a lot at the end of the night. So after you even have your desserts, you have your cake, maybe you have your cookie bar, you bring it out as like a late
I
snack.
love that idea, because you always feel like you want a little something. So this would be definitely good.
A little something for the end of the night.
Absolutely. Okay.
And then, a refresher right when the guests arrive, so a nice refreshing drink. We have a cucumber and citrus infused water, and then a little fun element of cotton candy. So you almost have creating like a lemonade. And so once the moisture hits the cotton candy, it dissolves.
I love that.
And it makes for a fun experience when it's being
prepared. Okay, now you're going to whip up something for us, and I don't want to skip on this. So let's get started. What are we making?
So we're going to do our double chocolate mousse. And so
you had me at.
We got started with equal parts cream cheese and whipped cream, and then whip that until it's incorporated, and then very simply, and it's easy to do at home, add a little sweetened cocoa to your mix.
Okay.
To that, a little condensed milk.
Okay.
Add a little bit of that sweetness to there. And then we want to
whisk that up.
Once you fully
already looking and smelling good.
Starting to see the chocolate. Once it's fully combined, you let that chill. Set that aside, and of course we need a topping. So over here, just to cut the sweetness of that chocolate mousse, we're going to add a little bit of raspberry
puree.
And so we,
I love that color.
Drain that, strain that, so we got rid of the seeds.
Okay.
And then to that, we're going to add a little bit of fresh tarragon. Okay. Fresh herbs and fruit is really a great
goes
thing.
well together.
Yeah. So whether it's
while you're doing that, I'm going to bring Mike into the shot here, because we've got about a minute and 30 left. Keep cooking.
All right. So we got a little lemon olive oil in here, and a little bit of red wine. And then we want to just fully incorporate all of that.
Okay.
Bring it together.
And this is going on top of the mousse you made.
Exactly.
Okay.
So a little tip at home. You got a little bag here.
Look at
that.
Cut
the end.
Okay.
Add your mousse.
Okay. Put the little topping on top.
And a little white chocolate pearls.
Perfect. All right. So, Mike, you want to do while you give us our final weather while we whip. Oh yeah, got a little tiny spoon here for you. All right.
There we go.
Can you eat and talk at the same time? No. Okay. Just tell us. What do you think?
Fantastic.
Amazing, right? I'm gonna hit the cookies, but hang on, he's going to give us a quick weather word, and then we're going to close up with you guys as we bubble away here.
All right, quick weather before I dig back in.
Yeah.
82 today, absolutely gorgeous. Tomorrow, a little cooler, a little breezy. Showers return in the evening. And then Monday, a little bit of a washout. And we'll have to watch out for some thunderstorms by the evening hours. Week ahead, generally cooler than the past several days have been.
All right, so we're about 20 seconds in the show. You guys are going to be at the expo tomorrow?
Yes.
Definitely.
All right, so
Yeah.
folks can come out. Jim, Melissa Benson, 11 Courses Catering. You guys do a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
This
Thank
looks
you.
beautiful. We can't wait to dig in. Thank you so much for joining us this Saturday morning. We are back tomorrow with more news and weather and hopefully more food. But in the meantime, we're going to chow. Thanks,
That's
guys.
right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming, Jeff.
Ooh, curry, huh?
Yeah.
So.